Okay, Sergei Kostiaev. This class is on Introduction to International Relations, and topic is United Nations. So this short lecture will cover a few things: history, origins, charter, purposes, principles, and structure of United Nations. So United Nations, first time this term have been used by Franklin Delano Roosevelt in 1942. And the main goal was to these are the nations which are going to fight Axis powers, which means Germany, Italy, Japan, etc. These are several conferences which build foundation for establishment of United Nations. First one is declaration. It was signed by Roosevelt, Churchill, Prime Minister of UK, Litvinov, Foreign Minister of Soviet Union, Sun, representative of China. And so this was the goal to fight Hitler. As I say again, the main goal of United Nations, as mentioned in 1902, was to fight Axis powers, to fight Hitler. Another conference was Moscow Conference in 43, a year later. Again, United States, Soviet Union, United Kingdom, China. An idea was we need to establish an international organization which will try to establish peace in the globe. Second thing happened, again, a year later, Dumbarton Oaks proposals. And the most important thing about this conference was that in 44, they established a basic structure of United Nations, which exists today. Assembly, General Assembly, Security Council, Secretariat, and Court of Justice. What was like different about Dumbarton Oak proposal was that they decided to have Security Council to be able to have military force at their disposal as a way to fight for peace, to preserve peace. Yalta Conference, pretty important, and it fixed main ideas about United Nations. And another thing, it divided spheres of influence between Soviet Union and the United States. San Francisco Conference, main thing, what they did, they adopted a charter which established United Nations as an international organization. So charter covers different topics. It details what kind of organizations United Nations has within its structure, and what member states have to do to maintain membership. Again, basic principles are peace. Countries which are members of United Nations have to try to achieve peace if possible. Again, if countries don't adhere to peace, they could be removed from United Nations. It never happened. And the organ which admits new members to United Nations is General Assembly. It's good to be Russian for once. United Nations, one of the official languages is Russian. Oops. So basic organs, Assembly Council, Economic Social Council, International Court of Justice, and Secretariat. So all countries are members of a General Assembly. They meet usually, if I remember right, in September, and they vote on things like budget, etc. But it's not the most important organ in the United Nations. Security Council is the most important organization within United Nations. And there are 5 permanent members, victors in World War II, again, United States, Soviet Union, now Russia, UK, France, China. And the thing is, if one of those countries doesn't agree with particular decision, Security Council does not make a decision. So for the most part, Security Council makes no decisions. But in cases when Security Council is able to agree on some decision, it is extremely powerful. For instance, sanctions against Iran, I think 10 years ago. Yeah, as I said again, veto power is an important feature of those 5 countries. And if you are in violation of Security Council resolution, you could be under sanctions yourself. Economic and Social Council, they obviously do issues related to social and economic development, and there is like a quarter of the world serving on that council. Court of Justice, the goal is to resolve disputes between different states, but again, it's not very influential organization within United Nations. Secretariat, they do like day-to-day operations. They manage UN operations. And it's pretty important, at least in terms of day-to-day management of organization. They make lots of small but consequential decisions every day.